What a beautiful April, May. What a beautiful May morning we have right here for the MLG Qualifier number 3 for MLG Anaheim, of course, which will happen in June, which is not this month. Yeah, I'm joined by Ethan Sugai, also known as Aigus, one of the best Terrans in the foreign scene, I would say. Most definitely in Australia and the sea scene.
Hello, Cats.
Such thing. And I am Cats, of course. We're both Root Gaming players, live upstairs. And yeah, we're going to get started with today's matches. We have a pretty good day today, a pretty busy day, so I hope you enjoy. The first match is going to be a PvP, which we are not experts in, but we'll try our best to give you as accurate commentary as possible. Please don't take anything we say as face value. Is that the word? Face.
Don't take it as like gospel. We're not the experts of PvP.
Yeah, definitely. So, regardless, again, we'll do our best, and we'll probably be more accurate than most casters. So, that's
Hopefully.
good. The first match is gonna be SaroVati from Clarity Gaming, one of the best protos in North America, against State. Absolutely one of the best protos in North America, perhaps one of the best foreign protos. Currently playing for Prime. He has been training in Korea and playing in Pro League, but currently he is in California, back at home, just living, I don't know, 10 minutes away from us, so we'll probably see him soon. But today he's playing for his life against SaroVati. Who will win? We'll find out in a second, or in after the match is over. That was my outro, Rob. Just so you know, that was my outro into the game. So we are jumping right into that. Was like the tasteless thing. Did you see that on DreamHack? Did you see that tasteless gif in DreamHack where he just goes, he just like outroed himself into nothing? Oh. That was so funny.
He just sort of stares at the camera like, oh,
yeah,
God
no,
damn it.
But he winks like 3 times. It's so funny. He goes like, "Yep. So this is gonna be a really exciting game."
Which I'm sure we'd like to show you any second now.
Yeah. The map is going to be Habitation Station. It's loading up right now. An interesting map for a PvP, I suppose. Obviously, there's never going to be any racial advantages or disadvantages, but playstyle does matter. And some players prefer different maps for that reason, so vetoes are still relevant. One of the most common builds on this map is Stargate, as the air distance from base to base is pretty close. So we could see Phoenixes or Oracles. Blink, not as powerful as on other maps, as there is no jumping area into the main, as there are on a lot of maps. Actually, there is.
There is one,
but it's kind of tricky.
Yeah, it's not a very good one.
You have to do one at a time. Now, you can use that to your advantage just because it's so rare that people use it. That right there that Rob's pointing at right now.
Yep.
You can blink stalkers one at a time from the low ground to the high ground, so they can't see your mouse movement. Only Rob's.
Oh.
So, yeah, they could use that. But yeah, it's a little bit more risky and a little bit harder to execute. So, blink play is a little bit more limited on this map than on others. It's still a possibility, however. We see in the right-hand corner, of course, from Team Prime, the red Protoss player, Prime State. State Prime. Prime State. State Prime. Good friend, good guy. Support him, cheer for him. Ryan Visbeck, also known as Ryan Visbeck, but Visbeck means fish mouth in the Netherlands, or Wise River, the one he chooses to use his last name as a synonym in Sweden, I believe. On the other corner, as the purple Protoss, purple looks good on this map, is the American-Canadian, not American, player. He's been an
American,
player.
Canadian, not American?
He's North American.
Ah, right.
Not American from the US. There's a lot of debate on that. We can go into that. But yeah,
Sure.
SaroVati from Clarity Gaming. So, cool guy. He's been an up and rising player for a little while. He has his own style, so he's pretty fun to watch. He's pretty fun to play against as well. And we'll see what he does. He's currently just scouting for proxies, as is State, inside his main first. SaroVati choosing not to scout for proxies inside his own main. State being a little bit more diligent with that, but a little bit slower scouting for proxies outside of his base. So we'll see what this guy's decide
I
to go
noticed
into.
State's gateway was like 2 supply quicker. He's actually like 4 supply down because I don't think he's been chronoing probes, or he's been cutting them a little to get the Stargate out quicker. Yeah, look how much chrono energy he has.
Yeah, that's so fast.
This is gonna be a really fast Oracle or whatever.
Yeah, and it is a quick Stargate. If you're wondering why didn't he place it on on the edge, a lot of people tend to do that. Yeah, right there. But yeah, he probably just prefers his second pylon to be down there, and you don't need to drop a third pylon. He's also not concerned with hiding it, and we see Stargate from both players, showing how smart I am.
Yeah,
And they both
I agree. Like like as you said, the short air distance does make Stargate play seem appropriate.
Yeah, and now that they've both scouted each other, I think that it's very likely that we'll see Phoenixes from both of them. It's very unlikely that either player will try to go for an Oracle or Void Race, as they both have disadvantages against Phoenix. And we see that Phoenix is what's being created for both players right here. SaroVati with a very quick Nexus on the back of this.
Yeah, with that, he had more money because he didn't like cut probes, and he's probably like his Stargate timing's later, so he has to play defensively with his Phoenixes anyway. So expansion just seems fine to me.
Indeed. Cool thing to point out, State's Phoenixes are quicker, but there is a defender's advantage when it comes to units that come out of tech buildings such as Stargates or Robo, because you don't really warp them in as you would with gateway units, and then therefore, making the defender's advantage a lot less useful. But SaroVati choosing to go out on the map, this could be a little bit tricky for both players. State with a better focus firing though, is going to take down one Phoenix, and this is going to hurt SaroVati. Now, this one Phoenix is going to chase back to the other Phoenix, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, so he has to use the photon overcharge ability of the mothership, and that's a little bit rough. I think this game comes down a lot to momentum, and now that State has killed the Phoenix and his Phoenixes are faster, he might be able to be aggressive and out on the map at all times.
Well, it's also the fact that he's gotten 1 photon overcharge out of SaroVati, which means that he's not going to have another one for a while. So he can't, like, as long as he's got air control with these Phoenixes, he can't actually put probes on the Nexus. It's just a massive paperweight at this.
Yeah,
at this
it seems that SaroVati is going to have to warp in Stalkers if he wants to do anything and keep the Stalkers defensively. Well, State just can continue to make Phoenixes at this point, so a little bit of an awkward position for SaroVati here, I think.
Oh, he almost got the mothership core there.
Yep.
That would have been horrible.
He
might get it now.
Oh, not going for it. Oh, this is a little bit risky by State, but he's going to end up picking off 2 Phoenixes. Maybe. Look at how good he is.
Yeah.
SaroVati's so smart trying to make him waste shots on the mothership core, but State was buying none of that. I don't even know how he microed that.
Well, like,
moving
he
the
stacked them
Phoenixes.
up, so he couldn't. It was really hard for SaroVati to focus by like wounded Phoenixes. 'Cause
No,
they're all
yeah,
on
yeah,
top of
yeah,
each
no.
other.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
Mutalisks.
Yeah, that's
from
cool,
Brood
but
War.
like just SaroVati put the mothership core in front to soak up shots, and State somehow avoided that. I guess you can just click on the Phoenixes.
Yeah, that practice time in Korea is paying off.
Indeed. So now State with a major advantage. I mean, he's gonna be picking off.
Yeah, he's
Stalkers
gonna be
here and
doing
there.
loads of damage.
Yeah, this could just snowball out of control. If we go to units lost tab, he's already over 1,000 resources ahead. So that's big. And his Nexus was a little bit delayed, but not 1,000 minerals worth or 1,000 resources worth. So State in a really good position right here.
Agreed. Yep, and now he's killing probes, which he was going to get around to that one eventually. These Stalkers out of position. They're not in the mineral line to defend.
Yeah, SaroVati completely forfeiting the Phoenix at this point, and I think that's the right call. He needs to try and defend with Stalkers, but really there's very little that he can do, I feel, as long as State keeps on with the pressure, and he's been so good about spending all of his energy on the Phoenix. What can SaroVati really do? For the first time in the game, State is ahead in workers. He was about 7 workers behind, both from cutting workers early on and from dropping the Nexus a little bit later, but now he's caught up, and now he has the better army.
He's just going to keep hitting SaroVati until, like, well, either he runs out of energy like this, or SaroVati has enough Stalkers positioned everywhere.
Yep. I would like to see State start saving some energy for Stalkers now instead of going for the probes all the time, and maybe try and pick off units here and there, because yeah, I mean he has such control right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if going for... Oh, there we go, yeah.
Oh, wow,
See
you
the
can pick
units
them
now.
up when they're warping in. Just
Yeah,
That's brutal.
indeed.
I see SaroVati's getting Blink to make dealing with these Phoenixes easier,
Yep.
but it's going to be a while till it's done, and State's still making... Like, State's still going to get a lot of harassment done.
Yeah. Picks up one Phoenix. The cost of one stalker, two stalkers now fall down. Stacking the Phoenix, like you said, so that he has a tougher time trying to focus fire the weak ones. SaroVati doing a good job, however, but these are good trades for State, all in all.
Yeah, he's... Like, trading off Phoenixes for Stalkers now is great. The Phoenixes, they lose relevance in big battles as, like, the armies get bigger.
Yeah, that's an excellent
It's
point.
kind of like Hellions in early game TVZ. You just want to trade them for as many Lings and Drones as you can.
Yep. And that's funny. If the Stalker didn't get picked off, I guess that's how that works. I've never seen that before. But the Warp in Stalker didn't get picked off, so when it's dropped, it finishes warping in. It's not like it was warping in while it was up in the air. So that's pretty cool.
State with, like, a pretty solid supply lead at this point, just moving out with some Immortals.
Yep.
This
we
is
might
going
as
to be really hard for SaroVati to stop. I don't think he can.
Yeah, it's gonna
Unless
be pretty
he
tough.
blinks like a god.
Yeah. I think, in my opinion, and this is again my humble opinion, and without great PvP knowledge or Protoss knowledge in general, but I would have liked State to keep extending his probe advantage and maybe taking another expansion instead of pushing here. Sure, it might be really difficult for SaroVati to stop this, but if he does stop it, he's back in the game, and I don't think that State should have put himself in a position to let his opponent back. He could have just kept growing his lead. And again, if SaroVati is able to stop this somehow without losing too much, then that'll be really good for him, I think.
Yeah, like, State's army is actually pretty small.
Yeah, he didn't.
I mean,
oh,
it's
there's the other immortal one. The
Oh, okay.
reinforcing stalkers.
He didn't want to wait till he had both Immortals.
Yeah. Also, the pro pool by SaroVati a little bit late and on the wrong side of things.
I don't know,
It looks like
he just didn't have enough to stop this. What's also interesting is because the Phoenixes were so, like, flying everywhere, and he didn't remake a Mothership Core. He didn't have photo and overcharge for that.
Yeah,
And
that's
Protosses
big.
always rely on Mothership Cores to defend now.
Yeah. Now for the last 2 years, or year and a half. But yeah, looks like State is gonna take the game 1, and we're gonna go into game 2 shortly after this 90-second commercial break. Tweet at us at RootCats and at RootAigos and let us know what you think. Let us know who you think is gonna win. Do shout outs or something. We might read one or two, as there is a lot of dead time. We'll be right back.